Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, this is Proxify here. Welcome back to the Paper Mario 1000 Year Door on the Nintendo Switch. If you did miss out during the last one, well, we went and did some side stuff, such as, for example, taking care of one of the first of many Trouble Center quests that we wanted to go ahead and do. Now, that was for a Pacific Koopa all the way back over in the Hooktails Castle to do a hide-and-seek challenge, which then we got a special card, and then we were able to then go and use that for the playing game to get unlocked here. But if you guys do go and see right now where I am actually located, this is the top part of where that inn is at, where you could go and speak on over to Toadsworth and stuff. Well, there is this door that's over to like the left hand side. If you go and walk it over to here, you can go and see that this mouse actually has a whole bunch of different badges here. Now, I'm pretty sure that I think every time that you go through like certain chapters and whatnot, those badges actually do go and change around, except for the one particular badge, which that is the GameCube badge, which that is actually a brand new badge here in the Switch version to be exact. And you can actually go and revert the the remastered OST to the old OST if you want to. And for me personally, I think even though I am going to buy out that badge and it's only for like just only 1 coin out here, I'm not going to really worry about setting up on the old badge OST. Even though that the original OST is pretty good and it's really nice to go and have, I think just sticking around with the remastered OST for the time being would, I guess, somewhat be nice here as well too. So, welcome here to Twilight Town. This is a brand new area here for Chapter 4. Mind you, here in Chapter 4, we can't really go and take care of any of the other Trouble Center quests that are going to happen for the ones that I want to go ahead and do, such as with the Zesty and the Miss Mouse one. We have to go and wait until after Dupless gets destroyed, because he's the one that has been causing this whole entire pig curse here. And yeah, and if you guys do hear is that whenever a certain amount of time passes, well, somebody is going to go and get themselves turned into a pig. And I'm pretty sure, and I think within the way of how this whole chapter works is that you want to make sure that you try to accomplish with everything that you need to do here in Twilight Town, because I'm pretty sure that if you don't, you actually get yourself turned into a pig as well, and that's not going to be good, and that will give you a game over. Now, later on, we are going to have to go and find some sort of gate area that's around over here in Twilight Town. Now, even though that we can't get ourselves access into getting into that gate right away, later on, the curse is actually going to be putting on both with the mayor and then also with the dude that's actually standing behind the actual way, or actually not behind, but in front of the actual said fence. He will get himself turned into a pig as well. Which then we could get the free access of heading into the area where we could go about with some new enemies. Now, here in this area of new enemies, you want to be a little bit cautious for what you have to go and deal with, because just like how we had to deal with the Paper Mario 64, well, there is going to be these things known as the hyper enemies, and these are where we're going to be meeting up with hyper Goombas, and also as well with hyper Clefs. Now, we've already met up with a hyper Clef before back over in the Glitz Pit area, but we never really met out with anything of Paragoomba or a Hyper Paragoomba, or like any of the Goomba related hypers are going to be around. Now, there is going to be a new set of enemies that will be making their way as well too, which I totally forgot, but that is going to be with Crazy Daisies and Mazy Daisies. Now, Mazy Daisies are something more a little bit later on throughout this chapter. We won't be seeing them right away just yet. There is a special location where you can't go and find a Mazy Daisy. But these guys can become very annoying just because of the simple fact is that they'll try to put you to sleep, and they'll try to do it every single time as they can, and it's just going to become like a really annoying type of problem, even if they are like a Mazy Daisy, because they have a lot of HP, so it's going to be taking like quite a while for them to go down. But you do go and get a lot of EXP training from them if you do actually knock them out quickly enough. So maybe for what this shooting star that we're going to be picking up from this lady is, maybe that will probably be a potential help for that said Mazy Daisy battle. And mind you, since we do have Goombella, we are going to try to get as most of all the different, encyclopedia of all the different enemies as we can. So we are going to have to go and try to meet up with that said Mazy Daisy. And also, too, don't forget that there is a star piece just right behind the one of the people's houses here. Now, there is also a star piece around within a barrel as well, too, around within this center of this location. So, unfortunately, I don't think I was able to go and show it off here in this video, because I think I picked it up, but kind of edited that part out by mistake. But anyways, it's all right. So, here is the mayor. Seems like he's already got himself turned into a pig, unfortunately, because of the curse. But however, let's go and head on over here to the area of the mart here. Unfortunately, the mart's wife, or the shopkeeper's wife that's here, unfortunately is crying right now because the husband has what got herself turned into a pig. And mind you, she's going to go on this big, huge talking spree that's going to take like such a long time. But anyways, at least the text is actually going to go and pick up a little bit for what she's going to go and talk about here. It's kind of like the same situation that happened before, like in Paper Mario 64 with Merlin, how he had to like talk like so much that we actually went and fell asleep through the whole entire duration there. Same with Yoshi as well, that we do have within Paper Mario 1000 Year Door here. Now, if you guys do see in the background there is a locked area. Well, we are going to have to find a certain key, and that will take us all the way over into where the special tube ability is going to be happening. Now, unfortunately, since we don't really have the tube ability just yet, we have to go and use coops instead to actually go and pick up what this says storage key there. But later on, once we do have that tube ability, we can be able to go and sneak through that little tree that's in the way later on throughout this area, and we can continue onwards with our adventure. And there's quite a bit of things to go and do within that said tube ability once we go and meet up with the set of the next other cursed chests that are going to be showing up. So here's one of the Hyper Goombas. Now, mind you, they're just like the Hyper Clefs, so they will go and boost up their attack if they feel like it. And you don't really want to have to go and deal with that because they will hit you for a much higher amount of attacks than from before. So yeah, so this battle right here was actually a pain in the neck because we actually had to deal both with a regular Goomba, a Paragoomba, and then also with a Crazy Daisy. And these hyper ones are super annoying about what's going on over here. So yeah, we're in a peril situation, so let's just go and get the heck on out of here. I'm going to run away from all of that. Yeah, we don't want to be spending any more time because I do not want to have a game over. Now, here's a special inn right here. Now, I don't know if all these inns actually do something like this, but if you do go and take a sleep in one of the inns, you can get like a special rewards here. So, for example, you can get a Peachy Peach. I think the last time that when we went to the Rogueport Inn, I'm pretty sure we got like a special mush, I think, from there. So now we got ourselves with a battle within our way of having to go and tattle out with a Hyper Goomba here. I know that we got one for a Paragoomba, but we never got one for a regular Hyper Goomba here. But yep, just like how the Paragoombas are going to work, and even with the Spike Goombas as well too that are hyper, they will try to charge up their attack. But either way, we're all good, so now we can go and keep on moving forth. So let's keep on going. And they do like to drop a lot of coins, though. Yeah, let's not really worry about the spike one, because that could probably take a little bit of some time. Okay, so here we go. So, there's this tree in the way, and let's just go and use coops. We'll pick up with the storage key here, and there we go. Or the shop key, so we're all good there. And let's go and open it up, and there's quite a bit of stuff for us to go and use. So there's a blue sheet that we can go and basically make ourselves invisible. A life mush, which that's always good as well. And then we also do have a second jam and jelly, which I know that we originally got one from before, so we actually are going to have like 2 of them now. But let's go and just get that gradual ship out of here. We don't really need that any more than it needs to be. But one badge is going to be very nice, a Defend Plus badge. Always good to see that. Now, I believe they work just exactly as how a HP Plus badge is, so it's going to be costing you quite a bit of badge points just to go and attach on one of those there. So yeah, so this cursed chest wants to find, I don't know if his key is, so we're going to have to be on the lookout for that. Now, if you guys did go and see for a little bit, where there was a abandoned shed area where there was a block that was like in the way, well, if we go and use Mario's pushing power, well, we should be able to go and push it and then be able to get the key that we do need to go and give it on over here to this guy. Yeah, this guy's trying to say pretty please while he even knows that he's going to try and get us all cursed. Alright, so here we are now. Let's go and push this guy out of the way. And just like that, we can now go and pick up with the key that we do want. We got that one all taken care of. And let's go return back to the shopkeeper's area. And just like that, we're going to go and open up with the chest here. And unfortunately, we're going to get the weehee fools. Yep. So now we're going to get cursed again for what, a third time now? Jeez. Mario just used to like to just get cursed all the time, man. Like, even though that, like, these guys are, like, are trying to be, like, super scary about with everything, to be honest with you, like, even though that these guys are giving us, like, some sort of, like, cursed type of thing that's going to happen, it actually helps us quite a bit. So I wouldn't really call it, like, as a cursed ability. It's just more so of just a helpful tool. So, yep. Now you can just be able to just go and roll around on our own. Even in this tube-like form. Yep, and we can just go revert by just pressing on the B button as well. Yep, we fully understand about it. Alright, and I think with that being said, bye guys, we're going to end off the episode out here for today. See you in the next one of Paper Mario and a 1,000-Year Door, and hopefully you guys go and check it out on Persona 4 as well within the video. And of course, peace.